Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back with 57th place by Dippy. It's Wily Station. Can we have a more generic Wily level name, please? Average score of 58.25, just barely edging out the previous one. Let's get into this. It looks very Mega Man 9 up in here. This is my first level in any Make Good Mega Man level contest, so I hope it's at least not horrible. Well, for a first attempt getting to Tier 6, I don't know if you've done any Mega Maker stuff, but right there, I gotta give you a good job. I like that enemy, by the way. Nice setup, introducing the enemies. Alright, now let's introduce some... Oh, it's the... That's what the vertical thing is. Tip, use concrete shot to block the lasers. I love having that. That is a great introduction. I'm doing terrible with that. Great introduction to gimmicks. Ooh. So I guess I have to block it at that end. Very nice. Oh, let's deal with the Hammer Joe first. Hey, that was not an enemy that was in your box. I do appreciate that. Adding elements from outside your box. You missed there. Easy! Oh, whatever. No, I cannot just do it like that. I am failing this horribly. Oh, are you serious? There we go. I'm out of concrete shot. Oh, granted, a lot of it is kind of my own fault. That is a random place for a checkpoint. Alright, interesting enemy setup, although none of them are... Okay, I did not know this was coming. Nope, nope, wrong way. I'm actually gonna go back and get this. I'm gonna have issues. Rush Shed is not going to help me. I want to be over here. Called it. This is a gimmick that wasn't in their box! Very much Mega Man 9 vibes from that. Obviously, the concrete stuff was from Mega Man 9 as well. Okay, yeah. 4-tile jumps are not my favorite thing in the world. It's been a while since I busted out the homing sniper. Okay, well, that worked. We have Yoku. Well, we just hit a checkpoint. Great checkpointing, by the way. Not a difficult pattern. Evil! Oh! Those blocks dropping on us. Very cute and clever. Couldn't get there in time. I can ignore like half of those. I don't know if those Gyroman blocks hitting us from above would cause issues. I don't know what I'm doing. I meant to get on the first one. That didn't happen. I cut that very close. Well, let's try it. No, it does not affect me. Okay. I just kind of thought it would have. Yeah, watch me ignore half of these. Ooh, that one where it kind of gets me with the jump. I like this as a mini-boss. Not that difficult, though. A hippo without the hippo platform is really not difficult. That was weird. Oh, it's this thing again. Isn't this weak to Spark? Yes, but I have to actually hit him with it. Oh, don't do whatever you're doing. Okay. I'm fine with that, boss. I mean, I know we've seen it a couple times before, but you can't control what other people... You don't even know what other people are entering. So I'm not going to fault someone for using that same boss. Alright, let's see what the judges had to say. I think it was decent. For a first level, yeah, a very good job. You avoided, like, all of the first level or newbie stage design mistakes. I will say that. So props for that. When you use the Wily for laser and the Gyroman platforms, I really do think the level excels. While it is possible to run out of concrete shot ammo, it's honestly fairly forgiving and was never an issue when I played the stage. Yeah, well, I only had issues in that one spot. The amount of weapon energy to make this doable is good. If you wanted to keep the level feeling smooth but add in extra energy, you could force certain enemies to drop them. That would be a nice touch, but it's far from necessary. The Gyroman platforms mixed with the Yoku blocks worked, although the rising section felt out of place and disjointed, especially in the context of this contest. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's like a nice in-between extra challenge just to add something else to the stage. Otherwise, the enemy variety mostly worked, as you really filled in holes in what enemy types you lacked. Yes. It was a bit odd to use both Coltons and Hammer Joes, as they essentially fill the same role. These criticisms don't make the level bad, but they are ways in which the level could have been better. Good job on your first level. It's not bad, just a tad unfocused. Although the main concern I have is that concrete shot is required to get past the lasers, so giving it unlimited weapon energy may have been a better choice. Oh yeah, that would have been a good idea. Then again, that could have made enemy challenges trivial. Also, what I would have liked to have seen is a spot where, like, you're on the Gyroman blocks and you have to use concrete shot to stop the laser to get past it. I would like to have seen a combination of that. It would have been a horrible combination to try and contend with, especially if you're dropping out into, like, a bottomless pit. But I would have liked to have seen that, regardless. But then again, the stage could have been built around Concrete Shot more. Am I rambling? Maybe. The Yoku block challenges were fine, and they did pick up in difficulty and complexity a bit as they went on, so good job there. One thing that felt odd was having the Hippo mid-boss on flag. Yeah, that just made him useless. But that's a nitpick. Overall, it was fun, and for a first level, it was a good start. Keep at it. I pretty much agree with PK Ouija's score and comments there. Oh man, how much better would this level have been with Infinite? Oh, you're the second one to think that. To misquote Sam Jackson, I recognize that in Mega Man 9, Capcom decided to have the Wily 4 lasers without infinite ammo, but it was a stupid decision, and you should have elected to ignore it. Or at the very least, had some way to farm energy off Teles, because large parts of the level would have been more fun if you had access to infinite Concrete Shot. There's a 4-tile jump in one part of the level, for instance, that, strictly speaking, can be done without the Concrete Shot, but is way more fun if you use it. And there certainly could have been some sadistic setups with the lasers used in concert with Yoku blocks. Yeah, that too. Good sadistic setups, I mean. It also would have given the level a bit more of an identity, as right now there's not much of a theme to it beyond generic Wily Fortress. Like a lot of levels in this contest, this one struggled to put enemies in spaces where they were relevant but not unfair. I got jumped by the Big Eye variant from Mega Man 9, placed a little too close to the edge of the platform for instance, but other than that, most of the enemies pose little if any threat. Even the Hippo mini-boss could be killed by just mashing X. Is it X on my controller? Oh, it is X on my controller. I'm using an Xbox controller to do gaming on here. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that can play Mega Man or platformers with my keyboard. That's not happening. Luckily, the platforming in this level made up for that, in my opinion. Not too challenging, but it felt good to pull off those mad dashes on the gyro blocks. And for the most part, they avoid unfair gotcha moments, with every screen giving you a safe space to figure out what you have to do. So the base of this level is pretty solid, it's just got a bunch of little flaws that could be fixed, and it could probably use some sort of overarching theme to make challenges feel more cohesive. Oh, and one minor but interesting flaw with this level that bears mention, as a couple of instances where screen transitions that should have been one-way were two-way instead, meaning you could accidentally backtrack and faceplant into an enemy, as I did with the big guy. Yeah, okay. This level was just so incredibly unfocused. Every other screen, they'd throw a new gimmick thrown at you, then completely forgotten. Here's a gravity well. Here's some water. Here's some Yoku blocks. I don't think water really counts as a gimmick, does it? It just made the whole thing feel so segmented and strange. And the segments without any of these gimmicks of the days were more or less just boring straightaways with a bunch of enemies, some from the box, others just seemingly picked at random that just kinda stand to get shot by you, and for the most part serve no threat whatsoever. Yeah, those hammer smasher guys, those could have been used so much better, like they're smashing you and their projectiles are flying at you from above while you're like dodging around on those Gyro Man platforms. There could have been more done with this stage. Lasers appear a number of times, but there's never really a clever use of them besides use Concrete Shot. If you run out of ammo by some chance, then uh-oh. It doesn't help that a handful of the jumps are surprisingly tight and weirdly difficult to make. It's just one of those cases where you should have focused a lot more on the box elements you were given than expanding upon them, rather than just doing a little taste of so many different things. Alrighty. Hey you, made by Dr. Light, join our dancers, circle right. Only crashed 5 times so far. Still can't do the left-hand star. Okay. This is the best partner I've ever had. We've danced for an hour, and they haven't stepped on my feet once. I want to talk to you. I think I found my match. They're really polite and fail left-hand star very gracefully. I will talk to you. Step 5. Acceptance. If you see someone dancing weirdly, be respectful. It might be a new dance you've never seen until now. We'll keep that in mind. Does that count for whatever that guy's doing in that picture? Alright. Stage 51. Oh, we have the soccer balls. I'm not a big fan of the soccer balls. And what's the other gimmick? Those things from Cossack's Castle. The scissors make a return. Scissors, let's cut up some shrimp and some soccer balls, but we're going to do that next time. So for now, I'll take my leave.